Always a pleasure to introduce a new face to our viewers. However, this particular young lady has been around harness racing all her life. To explain more, I'm joined by Lucy Hansen. Well, Lucy, good to catch up with you. As I mentioned in the introduction, you're no stranger to harness racing because your father, Peter, and your mother, Lynn, have been involved in harness racing and in horses for most of their lives.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Michael. And yeah, they have actually. Obviously, before I was born, they've had thoroughbreds throughout their career, and also the paces. Had quite some success back home and around the area of Harold Park and Bulli. But it's been quite a nice run growing up with horses.
Yeah, you're based in Young as far as the parents are concerned. You've moved on, but Peter enjoyed a lot of success as a driver, but has eased that back to just training these days. He did have a health issue.
Yeah, so obviously, driving throughout his career with the paces around the Sydney area and back home, and and training also quite a few horses. And just probably the last 18 months, he had a surgery heart operation, which kind of set us back a little bit. But no, he's happy to still be involved with the breeding side of things, and owning a few horses here and there, and yeah.
I believe you've got a nice four-reason youngster on the property.
Yeah, Nixon, he's quite a little cheeky thing he is, but he's actually having a spell at the moment, but he's not far off come back in to get dog back up and back to the race, or hopefully to race, have his first start soon, yeah.
And with your dad, he loved to, and still does, get to all the country centres where he did enjoy a lot of his success.
Yeah, so obviously we live just behind the showground at Young, and we're quite close, so it's nice to head down for a meeting and see everyone, and keep an eye on a few new horses coming through and new breedings, and yeah.
And Dad likes to share the driving duties. He's Michael Day Jr., Nathan Turnbull, Nathan Hoy, Todd Day, just to name a few.
Yeah, no, a few definitely. He's pretty honest with putting on drivers, and our main driver, Michael Day Jr. He was a lot of success with our horses throughout the years, and like Nathan Turnbull, Todd Day, a few others that you mentioned. Yeah, they've all been a massive success for us as well throughout the horses.
Your involvement in horses, particularly with the thoroughbreds, commenced as a youngster with the Pony Club?
Yeah, so I started off with Pony Club with obviously Mum being, back when she was quite young, she had the show horses, so it's led on for me, and growing up in a horse family, it's caught on with Pony Club shows and harness racing and thoroughbreds, yeah.
Do you enjoy the show jumping?
Yeah, a bit of show jumping. I tried to stay on when I could, but it was show jumping, but more the hacking, and I really enjoyed that.
As a 14-year-old, you did start getting involved in track work?
Yeah, about 14, 13, I started doing track work. Obviously, I was kind of more learning from Dad, and Michael Day Jr., he again was a help as well. He sort of started out with him, and there was always a big want to do horse driving eventually, but now I'm here and hopefully go further.
You've had a few drives as far as the trials are concerned, but over the past couple of weeks you're starting to get more involved.
Yeah, I have. So since moving here, Dan and Kerry McDowell have put me on a couple of horses here. I had my first drive at Penrith the other week, and one last week at Menangle here at the track. It was wonderful to see the track here, and it's been really good so far.
It's been a wonderful experience being out on that big roomy circuit.
Yeah, coming from back home, I had my first couple of trial drives back home. Josh and Chloe Padley and Jimmy Brown, they were a big help with that. They helped me get my licence and get me on a few horses, and had a few drives back home, but being here in the big smoke, it's been pretty good.
So how did the involvement with the McDowell family come along? Of course, the McDowell family have been so successful for so many years.
Yeah, so I was after some work with horses as well, along with childcare, and knowing a few friends around the area, I got in touch with a few friends and linked me to McDowell's, and sort of we went from there. And
a big team, so there'll be plenty of work.
There is a big team at home, about 25 or more in work at the moment. But everyone back home, like the staff at home at McDowell's, are really great, and Dan and Kerry, they're wonderful to work for, and they've been a big help for me, and my partner Leighton, he's been a big help, and it's been going pretty well.
Yeah, that move to Wollongong to be involved with childcare, a tough job, a rewarding job, but certainly challenging.
Yeah, very challenging, that's for sure. But I've been doing childcare for a couple of years now, but I thought I might put that aside and do the horses full time and give that a crack.
Now, as far as being involved with the trials, is this moving forward to being a driver as far as being competitive and getting your licence, or are you just happy to do the track work?
Happy to do track work. I'm sort of just easy to cruise along my trials and just take what I can get and just sort of enjoy the ride. And if I get to my race licence, then I'll be happy. But if not, then keep doing trials.
You mentioned your partner Leighton, and of course you're referring to Leighton Green, a fine young man, and now one of our rising stars as far as I'm concerned. He's coming along in leaps and bounds over the last 12 months or so.
Yeah, definitely. He's taught me a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, no, Leighton, he's been a big help. Same again with Dean and Kerry. They've been wonderful to me. And but no, it's good to see Leighton out on the track and doing what he loves and being very successful.
Lucy, it's great to catch up with you, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of you. And hopefully, when you start setting out on to the track as a competitive driver, we'll catch up with another interview, hopefully as a winner.
Definitely. Thank you very much for having me.